Hi friends, welcome back to Calm in the Chaos Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Davine and I am homeschooling 4 kids who are going into 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade in the upcoming school year. As you can see, my background might be the same as a bunch of other videos because I'm just kind of going through a bunch of reviews and flip throughs right now. And I'm excited to share with you something new that I got in my IEW box just a little bit ago. So this is the Fix It grammar that I will be using with my upcoming 9th grader. And that is Fix It Grammar Book 4, Mowgli and Shere Khan. So I'm excited to take a look inside of this with you and give you a flip through. I really don't see a lot of Fix It grammar flip throughs of the book 3, book 4, book 5. And so I just think it's nice to have that out there so that people can take a look. If they're wondering what level their child should start at, or maybe level 1 was too easy and they want to know if they should skip to number 3 or something like that. So I hope that this is helpful to some people to give you a look inside of this. Now, before I get started, I do want to let you know that I will put a link to this below if you're interested. I am an IEW affiliate, so if you do purchase anything using that link, I will get a small commission, but I do share this with you because IEW is something that we have been using for many years for my different kids in different circumstances. Fix It Grammar is something that I have used so far. I have used book 1, book 2, and book 3 between my different kids. We don't always use Fix It Grammar, but it is one that we do come back to very often. And as you can see, I'll be using book 4 for my 9th grader in the upcoming school year. So let me flip you around and give you a look inside of this level. Okay, so here we are for a look inside of Fix It Grammar's level 4, Mowgli and Shere Khan, the teacher manual, the student book. I have not ever seen a flip through of this because it's just one of those higher levels that people don't generally do flip throughs of. By this time, you probably know about Fix It Grammar, but I just think it's helpful to have flip throughs of all the levels in case you are wanting to jump somewhere or you're not sure where to place your child to begin with. I think it's just helpful. Okay, so we begin with some instructions. This is the teacher book. We have some instructions here. We have some ending marks that are used throughout Fix It Grammar. You can get Fix It Grammar cards if you would like, if that is helpful. They do have those on the Fix It Grammar website. And then here is the scope and sequence. So everything that they will learn in this level are here, and it tells you what lesson they learned that in or practice that in. Here's a list of the vocabulary words that are used in this level. It is a 30-week, 4 days a week course. Okay, so this is what the student would see on their first week, first day. These are the things they're expected to be able to find on the first week. So we have nouns, article adjectives, pronouns, prepositions, numbers. They need to know when to write them out and when it's okay to just leave them as a number. Capitalization, end marks, and indentation. All right, so this is a little bit light. I hope you can see it. It's printed a little lightly. I don't know if that's just my copy. Yeah, it's lighter than usual. Okay, so I'm hoping it's clear enough for you to see. Okay, so we have the vocabulary word here, and it tells the answer here because this is the teacher key. We have some things to mark here, and we have some things to indent, capitalize, and add end marks. So pretty basic. We have the prepositional phrases here. We're starting a new paragraph. We have nouns and articles. Down here, we have the explanation to the teacher as to why certain things are capitalized, etc., in case you're not aware of all the grammar rules. So here is sort of what the first week looks like. So each day, they just do one sentence. Here's week 2. They're adding verbs, action linking and helping verbs, subjects, clauses, main clauses, sentence openers, the number 1 sentence opener. So that is coming really early in this level. Strong verb, usage with pronoun agreement. And so that is what they're correcting for on top of what they learned for lesson 1. Here we go for week 2. So this is a subject opener. This is a subject opener. This is a subject pronoun and it should be they. And these are the main clauses: subject, nouns, verbs, and articles, pronouns, etc. So that's what they're doing for week 2. Week 3, we're adding conjunctions, commas, prepositional openers, comma, another comma rule. Phrasal verbs, usage with pronoun agreement. Okay, so we have a prepositional phrase opener here. We have main clauses, subjects and nouns, and then the correct pronoun, etc. Okay, so this one does definitely go faster than level 3. If you haven't seen my last video, I did go through level 3, and this is picking up a lot faster than level 3. So towards the end, I'm going to see if there's anything that I have not seen yet in level 3. Let's see. I feel like I don't see anything I haven't seen. So we're ending with pretty much similar things as level 3. It just starts off a lot faster. So they're doing that work for a lot longer. So I think my daughter will be ready for this since she did do level 3. We have the whole story here in the back. So this is the whole story that they end up editing. And they have some other teacher helps here in the back. And a glossary. So all the information that they learn is here. All right, so let's take a look at the student book. Okay, so the words are a lot darker in here than the teacher book. I'm not sure if my teacher copy is a little bit printed a little weirdly. I'm not sure if that is generally what it's like. Okay, so here is the student first day. So they're looking at the vocabulary. And you can have your student look it up in the dictionary, write it in a separate book. I don't usually do that with my daughter. She does a separate vocabulary. But if you wanted this to be part of their vocabulary, you could do that for vocabulary. Then she's looking for 2 articles, 4 nouns, 2 prepositional phrases, 1 indentation, 5 capitals, and 1 end mark. And then I have my daughter write the sentence in cursive because she's not doing handwriting anymore. And so this is her opportunity to keep that skill up. So as we go towards closer to the end here, she's looking for 2 coordinating conjunctions, 3 prepositional phrases, 2 main clauses, 1 who, which clause, 3 subject-verb pairs, 2 openers, indenting, 2 capitals, commas, end marks, number, hyphen, usage, unclear pronoun, etc. And they continue to have lessons every week. So this is when is a comma unnecessary. This is reviewing. They usually have reviews every so often. At the very beginning, though, they often teach quite a bit before they end up with a review. So it might be a review maybe once a month, they might have a review of something they learned in the past. So review it, sentence openers. Yeah, things like that. So they do have random reviews in there. And then they do have a new teaching, but sometimes the teaching is something that they learned in the past, like in another level. So it's also a review, but it's not a review in this book. So I would say if your student has not done Fix It grammar before, personally, I would start with level 1 or 2. I feel like level 1 or 2 kind of teaches them in a good pace, at a good pace that's not overwhelming. I feel like once you hit level 3, it does go a bit faster, and then I can tell that level 4 is even faster of a start. So if we're going straight from level 3 to level 4, that should be fine, but I feel like just jumping in at level 3 or 4 or above might be a bit of a challenge for most students. So that's just something to consider. If you're interested in taking a look at Fix It Grammar or at other levels, I'll put a link to IEW below. So thank you so much for coming today. I hope this was helpful. Do give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more videos, flip-throughs, reviews of what we used this year, my planning videos for the upcoming school year, etc. Thanks so much for coming today, and I hope to see you all in a future video. Bye, everyone.